6 o'clock, calling to order the meeting of the Cotuit Fire District Board of Fire Commissioners, December 14th, 2021. In attendance, Commissioner Pisano.
Chief Root.
Thank you.
Commissioner Conley and Zace, your microphones are muted.
Yeah, you want to unmute yourself?
Commissioner Conley is present.
Commissioner Zace.
Check. There you go.
Decided to give up his vow of silence.
You're still muted. Adam, you're still muted. Oh,
I've muted back.
sorry.
Okay. Public comment. Have we received any ahead of the?
No public comment received by email. Any other public comment can be submitted via chat. And nothing in the chat right now.
All right, we will ask again at the end of the meeting. Review and approval of previous meeting minutes. Both of you had a chance to go over them.
Yeah, I have one question.
Yeah.
Is it possible to, nitpicky kind of thing? The fire station lost cellular and phone service for a few days. Is there any way to have a record of what the actual time was?
Yeah, I'll have to go back and see if I can figure out somehow some way to record what day they got turned back on. I think it was 2 days, but I don't have the date times in front of me. I'll work on seeing if I can come up with the actual days.
Otherwise, it was fine.
I had no other.
Well, but either way, that wouldn't be included in the minutes because it wasn't discussed at that point in time, was it?
I can check the audio. If I gave the actual number of days, I will include it. If not, then we can discuss it at the next meeting.
It can't be included in the minutes of the last meeting unless it was discussed at that point in time. That's my point. It might be useful information.
Chief will check to see if it was actually specified, and we'll add them. Otherwise, they can be an addendum to put on later. I would accept a motion then to approve as submitted.
Second.
In favor, Pisano?
Conley? Now you get it.
Chief's report. Chief, you're up.
1 second. I had it open. All right, month of November, we had 75 total responses, 46 for medicals, 4 hazardous conditions. Most of those, several wires down, wind, some for natural gas odors, and 1 or 2 for carbon monoxide calls. And 25 service good intent false alarm calls. I included a budget update on the cloud file. Trust that now or just skip ahead.
We can come back to it, but you skipped over monthly activities in terms of Christmas. And Did you want to say anything?
Yeah, Christmas and Cotuit went well. We delivered Santa to the dock and the boat 266. No problem. Santa made the dock safe and sound, and then was delivered back to the North Pole with a fire truck at the conclusion of Christmas and Cotuit activities.
Excellent.
Budget.
We'll pick that up at the end of your report, because that might have some time.
Training hasn't been the last month. It's been slow. EMS reports are online. Mark there. Personnel, big subject for the meeting. Still have one out in IOD. We were hopeful a month ago this individual might be back this month. Reports are that we've had quite a bit of setback. This individual is headed back in MRI, not due back anytime soon. So we won't have any idea as far as what kind of additional time we're looking at after MRI and the surgeon. So next personnel was subject acting deputy and lieutenant. I'm withdrawing that. That's not going to be a consideration right now. We will at some point in time, hopefully next Monday, we'll have a special commissioners meeting and discuss solutions for solutions for the lack of administrative time. My lack of time ability to contribute towards the department and the deputy being out on injury. We need some help. So looking for solutions. The solution thought about being an active lieutenant from internal. Wasn't accepted in the union and it's not worth the fight. So we're looking for a different solution. So we're open to have one by next Monday.
Which brings up, would the two of you be available for an emergency meeting next Monday to get this worked out? That is correct.
20.
And time.
That's up to you.
I'm not aware on the calendar of any conflicts. Double check that before.
You look at the
My last meeting is at 5. So, correct. And I do have some time in the middle of it.
Prudential has a meeting scheduled for the 20th. It's looking at their
they do.
agenda to see they start at 6.
So we
Can
could
you slide in at 5:15? You'll be at the, you'll be
I'll be done.
at 5 at your house, so 5:15.
So Zoom or here?
Are you saying Monday or Tuesday? I'm sorry.
Monday 5:15.
I can do that.
Here.
Okay, I can do that.
Great, thank you. Let's
I'll
set
have
that.
something in advance for you guys with agenda, description of the solution, something you can do ahead of time so we can discuss it on Monday night.
Great.
Good.
Next up in personnel is my status. So I've gone to I'm no longer a full-time employee. So in consultation with the commissioner, with the chairman of the board, Commissioner Sano, and the treasurer, they both agreed that I can be on an hourly rate instead of a weekly payroll. So that the time so the district's only billed for the time I'm contributing to my activities with the fire department. I would prefer that we have some type of vote so that we're all in the same understanding and that there's no questions later on. So what the assistant treasurer did is take yearly pay, subtract out the health insurance benefits. As a part-time employee, I would not be able to health insurance and convert that to an hourly salary, which comes out to $72.12. So the suggestion is that I'm averaging about 20 hours a week that I get paid hourly for the 72.12, and I continue to use the vehicle, fire department vehicles available to respond to incidents. So that's the proposal.
Do we have any issues with insurance with that scenario?
No, I'm still an employee of the district. Any employee of the district can use department vehicles and it's covered by insurance.
IOD, nothing like that?
Nope.
So how is it that you're an employee at this district? I thought that ended on the 19th.
That was retirement as in his full-time position.
Just asking.
We are able to, as often happens with these kind of situations, the district can offer him part-time hourly employment for a period of time to help bridge the situation.
So part-time versus full-time, Kevin, doesn't change anything relative to insurance?
No, I don't get any benefits for the district anyways. I get no health insurance benefits.
Liability?
No liability issues. I continue in the same position for whatever hours is necessary that I'm able to do to complete the job.
And to that point, the upcoming meeting that we just agreed to have on Monday is to look for
A better
more
solution is less than optimal, so looking for a better one.
So do you want were you suggesting there should be a motion to accept?
I'd like a motion just to say that the chief is going to be compensated on an hourly basis at 72.12 and continue to use the district vehicle for being available to respond as much as possible.
So I'd make a motion that we extended offer to the chief to act as a part-time employee, earning $72.12 an hour, with access to the chief's vehicle to respond to emergencies as appropriate and as possible.
Second,
Is that gonna be in writing? And we're gonna write this up, is that?
It's gonna be in the minutes of the meeting.
Okay.
Voted on and accepted and assuming accepted. I'm an employee, I'm not a contract employee. So the financial committee doesn't get involved, it doesn't be our bargaining committee to bargain a contract with an employee.
Okay, that was the discussion.
in favor, Susanna?
Conley?
Very good.
Apparatus 6 came out of the water today. Crosby's backyard is pressure washing and winterizing motors to be in storage. Probably actually away at parts winterization should be in Dec14 district property storage by the end of the week. 263 was out of service for a week or so. Sandwich mechanic actually repaired for us. There was an electrical problem with the pump switch, so it wasn't going in the pump. So that's been corrected. Spare ambulance. So
Chief, back up for 1 second. The switch not going into pump, was that, you and I had talked about that, I think at one point, was that?
possibly.
Okay, no, never mind.
It seems to have been an on, it was an off and on issue for, I don't know, probably a couple months now where we had a few reports of people that weren't able to get it in the pump, and we had a mechanic come over and he said, well, you need to first put the transmission in neutral, then reverse, then drive. When they started doing that, he said it was specific to that year of manufacturer, it seemed to work fine. So there might have been an issue that was ongoing periodically. It ended up coming to a point where it just stopped going in and it no longer worked any other way. So they fixed it. So
Okay, so that is, we don't have to do anything funny with the transmission, it just works once it's switched.
no, it just works. So it was an electrical issue that had to be corrected.
Okay.
So
That wasn't what we had talked about, thank you.
no. That was a backup event too. Spare ambulance, Brewster's still on track to get theirs, spare ambulance in February. That was the consideration between us and Sandwich acquiring together. Sandwich has now purchased a new ambulance, and they are thinking and discussing taking their old ambulance and turning it into the shared spare ambulance. So we're working on that discussion. That would obviously reduce the cost to the ticket and end up with a vehicle that they know exactly what's been done to it. They've maintained it for the life of it. It's a truck chassis, so it would fit in our station. So we're waiting on a more defined answer there, but that's a possibility.
Did they give you a timeline for when they expect to get their new wagon?
They did not. Seems like everybody's timeline changes every other day for vehicles, and you know, lead time on vehicles supplies are not easy these days.
What did they buy? What was their new one? Is it substantially the same as their old one?
No, they decided to switch to gas engine, so which is what we've talked about doing in the future. So they went to a gas engine truck chassis ambulance. I believe it is a Ford chassis, not 100% of that. I think it's a F450 chassis. But
Out of
yeah,
curiosity, what was the, how much did it cost?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember on that.
They're expensive.
They're a little bit less money than the diesel ones, so that's what we've talked about. So that's when I would look at our next one. So as a gas one, the diesel emission systems proved troublesome for us. So.
Okay.
But in general, you know, you're talking in the 325 to 450 range, depending on make, model.
Not inexpensive, yeah.
It's a pricey purchase.
One time we were talking about all Chevys. Is that more for like other vehicles?
Right. We service vehicles. We've tried to maintain them as all Chevys. That's what Con has. Tried to make them the same as them. Their mechanics was helping us out at that time. So, I'm honestly, actually, Sandwich does too. They've got all Chevy for service as well. So
But the ambulance, the different fees.
different fees. I don't remember the specifics. I'm not sure there's a Chevy pickup chassis ambulance. I've never heard of one, so I could be wrong, but Ford
If
seems to
there
be
was, it would probably be in the GMC line because they wouldn't bring it out with the Chevy plaque.
probably, yeah. It seems to be most people are moving to the Ford pickup chassis ambulances.
This is a complete curiosity. Do they do Ford Transit as ambulances?
I don't believe so. One of the problems with ambulances is we're required to carry so much equipment. Between the equipment and the personnel, the weight exceeds any kind of smaller vehicle. So that's why we ended up, one time they went to international, bigger chassis because they had to support a very large weight. So transit, I don't think there's any way it would take.
We got Uzis in the back now.
Yeah.
Moving
The only other app, the deputy vehicles that was ordered, they're back ordered parts for that, for the installation of the lights and siren parts. And they're looking at end of January for delivery on that vehicle. So that's actually a good thing since we're on the deputy right now. Facilities, I haven't had the time to get another court painting, so that's not done. We're having the flooring people come in, ideal flooring to bring in the fire station, and it's coming up one of the rooms. So they're coming in to take a look at that and fix it. The other issue with facilities is the circulator pump, the heating system. One of the two circulator pumps is down, and they're training mechanicals come in to fix that. That's $3,000 to replace one circulator pump. That's fairly steep.
there are only two. There's two zones basically in the.
I don't know how many zones there are. There are two main circular pumps for the heating system. So they're backup. So as long as one of the two is working, we're good. So we no longer have a backup circular pump. So we're up and running. The heating system is working as it should. But if something were to happen, the other circular pump, we don't have a backup one.
The pumps aren't zone specific.
I think there's just one set of pumps and everything is solenoid valves for turning on and off zones, I believe, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Hey, Chief, let me ask you to back up 1 second to the painting conversation.
Yes.
Let's you and I connect, and let me see if I can help you out with that.
I appreciate the help.
You got it.
That's all I have for the chief's report.
All right, we're going to go back up then to the budget update. I had been
Yes.
Yes.
The spreadsheet has 1031. So I just got new numbers to have, but I haven't had a chance to do anything with them. So this is the numbers I had as of last night. This is the treasurer. Lisa Haven gave it to us. What I did is I took the numbers as of December 3rd, October 31st. I calculated the remaining of the percent expended. So this was as of a third of the year, 33.3%. You can see injury full-time is at 61%. So it's gonna go over. Most of the other categories are at about 33 or under. So that's the big one right now that's over. I did a column for expected FY22. So if we continue to use sick time, which is actually very low usage right now, the same as we have the rest of the year, if the new fire chief takes over, the same rate of pay that the old fire chief had, if we continue to pay the deputy fire chief without injury for the rest of the year, if we continue with one firefighter out on IOD for the rest of the year, if we don't have to hire a new firefighter who we have to send to the academy, those numbers, assumptions all stack out to result in us having about $108,000 remaining at the end of the year. So at this point in time, our budget, although we're going to blow the injury budget significantly, by significantly, I mean it's going to be. Right now, the injury budget is to be in excess of about 17,000. No,
it'll be 100% over budget.
$110,000. So we budgeted 60,000. We're looking up double that at 110, which
Right.
our full-time injury is always yes. We've gone from zero some years to over 200,000 some years.
So Chief, just to make sure I'm reading this right, so it's in excess of 50,888, right?
Right, we're $50,888 over our budget amount. That's what it's looking like right now. You know,
That's what we know.
what we know now,
Right.
so
Project.
assuming that our current one IOD firefighter remains for the rest of the fiscal year.
That was the assumption. Okay, that's the assumption.
I mean, that person could come back, could get, someone else that ends up in an injury. So it's an assumption that we have right now, so.
We're trying to track, that's one of the reasons I asked for this, is because in January, we have to be preparing budget projections for the next fiscal year. And that runs into the hiring of the new chief, who I certainly hope we get on board by mid to late January.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
We're working on it.
I understand you were debating second round interviews.
Second round interviews are planned as part of the process, correct?
Because depending on, by the end of the first interview, depending on how many people you feel really want it, second interview, I would ask you to consider, if it's a low number, if it's within the realm of bringing it to the three of us for, instead of a second interview, a final interview, anything to get the process expedited.
Understood.
Appreciate it.
And that's one of the reasons we want to talk on Monday. If we could find some solutions that don't need to rush a process. So we want to make, you want to make sure you get the right person, and we've enough time for background checks and adequate evaluation. Commissioner Conlon's doing a great job on the committee. He'll give a report, I'm sure, but my impression is it's worked out very well. That's a candidate, so.
We will also be asked by Prudential for interim report, and then in February for a projection for the next fiscal year. So we'll be doing that against, as what you just saw presented, a lot of unknowns and best case, worst case projections to try to cover our butt.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I think we'll probably get to a point where we'll have that discussion. So.
Were there any other questions about the update?
Just the, under column H, those rows that have a non-entry, that's essentially on the money, kind of, or you weren't focusing on.
Right. So the formulas I use for the expected expenditures in those categories. So the first three were chief salary, deputy, and full-time wages. Those are calculated. Commissioner Pisano and I calculate those every year, and they're almost exact numbers. We know everybody's step raises, we know when they're gonna get them. So the expected and the budgeted are likely to be exactly the same number. So that's why there's a not expected difference from budgeted. So I mean, vacation coverage, that's a typically firefighters use the vacation, staff use the vacation, they're entitled to. Calculate the average overtime pay, figure it out, almost an exact number. Holiday pay is exact, pretty close to an exact number. Unless employees change, new payrolls. We're at a defined contract right now, so those numbers should not be different than budgeted.
Right, I should have realized this was not a PDF, and it was actually a spreadsheet. I apologize, you can see that.
Okay. Thank you for that, Chief. We will be coming back to budget issues right after the holidays. Where are we? Old business. Policy Advisory Committee.
We did not have meetings, so it's not.
Right, and we are just in the process of getting scheduled for the Good. Remember the name of the committee you're on, Rick. It helps. The bylaws committee. Hopefully we will be having our first meeting in early January. So there's nothing on that. Kevin, how about Chief Search Committee? Anything you can share with us?
Absolutely. So to date, we have conducted 6 interviews with fantastic candidates. So we had one today with 2 candidates. So far we've had 6. We have 2 more scheduled for Friday. And then we'll have a conversation as a group after that and make some decisions on where we're headed from there. So to date, we've had 6 very strong candidates. And we look forward to the other 2 that are coming in on Friday and seeing where that takes us. You don't have to raise your hand. Okay.
Were there any candidates that essentially opted out and you would hope that you would have been?
No.
Adam, can you put your mic up?
No. My question was, were there any people that you were hoping to interview that for whatever reason decided not to move?
To accept our invitation.
Yeah, to not. Okay.
As of the 6 right now, none have opted out.
Okay.
So all 8 that we've extended the invitation to have accepted, 6 have participated, and 2 are left to go.
Very good.
Thank you.
All right, and I understand there's no business has been conducted with the school property committee either.
Not outside
That's
of the
reporting, yeah.
I saw something in chat.
Yeah, when we get public comment, I can read that.
Not for now.
Yep.
All right, just double check my notes. That's the budget stuff. Nope, covered all my things. So I don't have any other topics. You two good?
I am fine.
All right, let's open it up for public comment.
There's one message on here in the chat. Would you like me to read it? Or?
Please.
So the message from Carol Dace, she says, "Could you please clarify sharing your ambulance sandwich? Did the district vote on this at the annual meeting or something different?" The answer is yes. We did vote at the annual district meeting. We appropriated funds at the annual district meeting for a second ambulance with the intent to share it with Sandwich. And then the second question was, how do we access the report that Paul was reading from? The data from that report came from the treasurer. That's published on the district website on a regular basis. Those numbers are probably up already. I can the spreadsheet I added to the minutes for this meeting and posted it as well. So.
Okay.
And that's all we have.
Okay, I don't see any waving of hands. Everybody has their cameras off.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
That was an adjournment?
Yes.
Good idea.
And he seconded.
I second.
Conley?
Yes.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you,
Thank you.
everybody in the audience.
And there's a comment in here from the Civic Association. The Civic Association just spoke. Yeah, they didn't hear us. So what was that last?